Carmela, our faithful listeners know that we like a good Pinot Noir, right?
True.
All right. So here's a question for you. What is the largest selling Pinot Noir in the United States?
In the United States. Well, I don't know.
Well, I guess the answer to that question may be evident to our listeners since we're doing an episode on Meiomi wines.
Oh, okay.
So the real question we need to answer today is, are Meiomi wines any good?
We're going to find out.
Yeah, that is our task, and we will deliver.
Got it.
Hello, fellow glassmates, and welcome to the Wine Pair Podcast. I'm Joe, your sommelier of reasonably priced wine, and this is my wife and my wine pairing partner in crime, Carmela.
Hi there.
And we are the Wine Pair.
Are we glassmates?
We are glassmates.
I kind of love that.
I know, it's a
really
good one.
cute.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
If you're new to our podcast, here's what you can expect. If you love wine and you want to find great wines at affordable prices, and you want to expand your wine horizons, and you want to have some laughs and fun while doing it, well then, gosh darn it, you're in the right place. Each week we explore a different wine varietal, style, brand, or region of the winemaking world, and we learn about what makes them worth knowing about. And then we taste 2 to 3 of those wines that are reasonably priced to let you know if they're worth your hard-earned money. So if that feels like your vibe, then welcome to our tribe.
Woo!
And we're proud to say that Decanter Magazine calls us fun, irreverent,
Chatty.
and entertaining.
So we're glassmates.
Yeah,
Huh?
so the name for the tribe this week comes from Janine.
Nice.
And it's a really, I agree, I think it's a great one.
It's really cute.
Yeah.
I just love it.
I do too. So we love the names. Keep them coming. And again, if you have an idea for our tribe name, just send me a note at joe@thewinepairpodcast.com or slip into our DMs. It sounds dirty, but it's not. And we'll also see if you want to be interviewed on the podcast and meet us in real life and in person. Over video
What?
on a computer.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
are we going to have a bunch of visitors now?
We
That'd
wouldn't
be
mind.
fine.
We wouldn't mind a meet and greet.
Totally.
It'd be super fun.
We'll just come visit you wherever you're at.
Yeah, that's right. No pressure.
Or halfway. We can meet you halfway.
We meet you halfway. We'll drive halfway. You drive halfway.
Yeah.
But no pressure. Just send us a name and we'll let everybody know about your great idea. And we'll ask if you want to be on the pod. But you know what? Janine, thank you for the great name this week. Okay, Carmela, this week we're doing something that we do periodically and we probably should do a little bit more often. And that's taking a deeper look into mass market wines that are in our faces every time we go to a grocery store or a big old wine shop and see if they're any good. Now, I'll be honest, they can be quite tempting, especially when they're on sale or when we see endless advertisements for them.
Right.
And we have done this a few times in the past, but it's been a while. Now, if you can't recall, Carmela, other brands we have covered and done episodes on are Woodbridge by Robert Madavi.
Right.
Josh Sellers.
That was the first one that came to my mind.
Okay, Bread and Butter.
Right.
Layer Cake.
I do remember.
And
I do recall.
Yeah, and now Meiomi.
Okay.
And we've included other mass market wines in episodes like we did Jam Cellars and Chateau Saint Michel, and we've done we did that in our Costco Kirkland Chardonnay
That's like a whole
challenge.
lifetime ago, I feel like.
Yeah, it really wasn't that long ago, but I'm glad that you feel like time with me is
Really trudging along.
endless. No, it's forever. It's like it's so good.
I don't have a choice, right? No, I don't want a choice.
I
I choose you.
Oh, wow. This, you guys, this is a great day for me.
Well, you just recorded that too.
I know, it's on tape.
Okay.
Even though there's no tape.
True.
And to be transparent, though, Carmela, these mass market wines, I changed the subject, they haven't done super well. Mm-hmm. I would say that the only ones that we've kind of found to be okay are Chateau Saint Michel and, believe it or not, Bogle
I
wines.
remember, right.
But the other ones, not so much.
No.
But you know what? That may change today. We're going to keep them an open mind.
Okay.
Now, the reason we are focusing on Meiomi is that they are all over the place, and they have a very popular Pinot Noir. They advertise a ton, and they are squarely in the price range of the wines we review on our podcast. And what's extra fun is they're kind of controversial.
Oh.
Yeah, and we'll get into that in a little bit later in the pod. I like to call it a pod.
I know you do.
Now, in terms of size, Meiomi is huge, Carmela.
Bigger doesn't always mean better.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
No.
What? No, that doesn't make any sense.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't either. But they sold more than 1.8 million cases of the wine in the U.S. in 2023. Wow. They are the number one largest selling American wine brand in the U.S. at the $15 plus price tier, which is referred to as ultra premium, if you didn't know. So put that in your brain box. And most of what they sell is their flagship Pinot Noir. And that is yet another reason why we're interested in checking them out, as we said in the intro, because Pinot Noir is one of our favorite wines.
That's right.
And Meiomi is the top-selling Pinot Noir in the U.S., depending on what data you believe. And it's also likely the top-selling Pinot Noir brand in the world by dollar sales.
Okay.
So, look, you gotta know about it, right?
I guess so.
Now, we are admittedly, or I should say I am admittedly a little skep about this wine.
Does it feel a little sus to you?
A little sus. So I'll be open-minded, but I am walking in skep.
Okay.
And we need to find out if Meiomi is a decent wine, if it's worth your cash. But first, we need to head over to address this breaking news. Wine in the news this week. Our wine in the news segment this week, Carmela, comes to us from jolly old England.
Oh,
and
we're going to be there shortly.
I know it. And we have several articles about it in our show notes. Did you know we have those?
Yes.
All right. But the main article comes from Sophie Arundel, writing for the Drinks Business. And her article is entitled, Tuk Tuk Wine Thief Avoids Jail After Returning Some Stolen Bottles.
Oh my God, that was kind of like a nursery rhyme beginning. Tuk Tuk Wine Thief.
It kind of was. A lot of theft. A lot of theft going on.
What is going on?
Now, the first thing you may ask, Carmela, is what is a tuk tuk? Do you know what a tuk tuk is?
I don't. I was thinking of like tucking somebody into bed.
Nope, that is not a tuk tuk. That would be an interesting thief.
Right.
But what a tuk tuk is a three-wheeled open air vehicle that serves as a taxi for short trips. You've probably seen them. Now, very often they are motorized rickshaws. So they have like a motorcycle in front and a place for passengers in the back. But many are also pedal powered, by the way. Okay. And they're most famous in places like Southeast Asia, Thailand, that kind of stuff. But this tuk tuk story again comes to us from jolly old England. And this story proves that you don't need a fancy car to steal wine.
And you can just be pedaling away with it too, apparently.
On a tuk-tuk.
I mean, not like the getaway car, the fast, like, getaway car.
No.
Just get yourself a tuk-tuk.
Tuk-tuk and you're good. Okay. Now, this story just wrapped up in the London courts. Okay. So I want you to know this is resolved.
But it's recent.
It's recent. In December, I think. But it starts out in a very strange way because the thief is 61 years old. He's a man named Liulu Kubola, originally from Romania, and his day job is driving one of those tuk-tuk pedicabs, taking tourists around central London.
Oh my goodness.
So now, again, and this is a pedicab, so that means he was pedaling.
Okay.
He didn't have a motorcycle. He's pedaling. So he's robbing
hope he's
stuff.
Fast.
I
hope he's fast.
Exactly.
Oh, boy.
61 years old. Okay, or years young. Now, over the course of about 6 weeks, Cabola went on a crime spree targeting high-end Italian restaurants. And what he would do is
in London.
Yep. What he would do is break into the restaurants in the early morning hours, like 3 or 4 a.m., use crowbars and pliers and screwdrivers and stuff like that to pry open windows and doors. And then once inside, he would drag a municipal plastic bins or like garbage cans right into the cellar. And once in the cellar, he would fill it up with armfuls of expensive wine. And then he would carry out this heavy bin into his rickshaw, into his tuk-tuk, and hoist the entire thing into the passenger seat.
This is impressive, I gotta say.
And the reason we know all this is because CCTV caught him. Closed circuit TV caught him. And then he just pedaled away.
And how long did he get away with this?
Well, for about 6 weeks. He did.
That's
6
incredible.
Weeks. And
I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm just saying it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it is.
Early in the morning, getting up, doing that whole thing.
I agree. And he stole a total of about $40,000 or 31,000 pounds worth of wine.
Oh, my.
He did hit one restaurant, Piazza Italiana, multiple times. And in one trip, he actually stole 73 bottles.
Oh, my gosh.
And then when the police finally caught him, and they caught him literally riding his tuk-tuk near the scene of the crime, they asked him, what were you planning to do with all this expensive wine? And his answer was, the wine is to drink, no?
Oh, my goodness. All by himself.
Yeah. Now, in court, his lawyer tried to claim that he was a disgruntled former employee who hadn't been paid, so he was just taking his salary in liquid form. But the police checked, and there was no evidence that he had ever worked at any of these restaurants.
Oh, boy.
So you know what, Carmela? Here's the problem. He was not just a bad thief, he was a bad liar. Exactly.
Oh,
now,
boy.
the judge did take some mercy on him, and he offered him a deal.
A glass of wine. He said, let's talk about it. Let's talk it over with a glass of wine.
Yeah, give me some of that wine. No, what he did is he told Cabola that he would delay his sentencing for 2 weeks and go easy on him if he helped the police find the missing wine. So amazingly, he found 32 bottles of unopened wine and handed them back.
But wait, if he stole all that, why wouldn't he have all the wine?
Well,
Have he already
was
been selling it? This guy had like a 24-hour day.
I guess.
He must have been very busy. And then tucking people all around the city, too.
He must have been tired.
Woo! Right.
But anyway, the judge, because he returned some bottles, suspended his 20-month prison sentence. So the Tuk Bandit is actually a free man today.
Oh, my
provided he stays out of trouble.
I wonder if they took the tuk away.
Well, I don't know, but here's my question for you, Carmela. There's always a question. If you saw a 61-year-old man pedaling a pedicab with a trash can on the passenger seat at 4 a.m. in the morning, would you think there was something weird about that?
I would.
Okay.
I would. Would you?
What would you do?
I just wouldn't hire the guy. I wouldn't be looking for him to take me around in his tuk.
No, you wouldn't say, hey, buddy, what's in the trash can?
No.
Okay.
I mean...
Would you think maybe he was just cleaning the streets?
I just think it's an odd time early in the morning and he didn't have a passenger. Like, if he doesn't have a passenger, what are you doing?
Yeah, 4 a.m., I don't think there's a lot of need for a pedicab.
Because at that point, if you're going to need something, you're going to be going to the airport, you need an actual car.
Or an ambulance.
That's right. So I would not engage.
Okay. All right. Very good. Well, Carmela, we're not here to talk about 61-year-old Romanian wine thieves on pedicabs. No, we're here to talk about Meiomi wines to see if they're any good. And we have a Meiomi Pinot Noir and a Cabernet Sauvignon to taste and review to let you know if you should buy them or avoid them. But first...
you got to do our shameless plug.
That is so right. So thank you for listening to us and supporting our show. And remember, we buy all of our own wine so that we can give you real and honest reviews. And we do all the writing and recording and editing to bring you a show every week because we love to do it for you. And all we ask in return is that you please follow or subscribe to our podcast. And please leave us a nice 5-star rating and review to help us grow our listeners. And a huge thank you to everybody who's done that. We really appreciate you. And you can also follow us on Instagram at The Wine Pair Podcast and on Blue Sky. You can contact us on our website, thewinepairpodcast.com. You can sign up for our email newsletter there. And if you didn't get the last one, just email me and I'll personally hand deliver it into your email inbox, just like we'll meet virtually in person. Mm-hmm. You can also visit our shop wine section there where you can find links to buy the wines that we rate as buys in each episode. And then we want to make content that you care about and you like. So send us a note or DM us, give us some feedback. Let us know if there's wines you want us to try or winemaking areas of the world that you're curious about, and we will take care of it. And we always respond. And a few shout outs. A shout out to East Idaho Foodies who sent us a wine they think may be similar to Etna Bianco called Benhe Blanco from the Canary Islands. So we have to be out on the lookout for that. And then Adam P., our good friend who told us to do Greek wines a while ago, which we did, and he's back at it. He wants us to do an episode on Xinomavro.
Okay.
So we're going to figure out how that gets done. And it's known as the Barolo of Greece, just so you know. No one got back to us on Timmy's idea about whether or not you want us to taste wines that you have from your cellar that you want to send to us. But if you like the idea, let us know. Timmy did ping me. So it's
wow.
Hey, anybody taking you up on that?
Any interest? Oh,
not
boy.
Not yet.
It's a tough one. The whole shipping, you have to be committed.
All right, do you care? I mean, do you care enough about us to ship to us?
Right, or what we think about it.
No, I was
because
saying...
what if we're we loved this wine, but now we have it.
Ooh,
so,
yeah.
Get
in your tuk and drive away.
Right.
But let us know what you think. And then as we do every week, we'll tell you someone we think you should recommend the Wine Pair podcast to, because frankly, that is the best way for us to grow listeners. When you tell your family and friends and even your enemies about us. And this week...
hold your enemies closer.
That's right. We want you to recommend us to anyone who has based their judgment of wine and Pinot Noir in particular on Meiomi wines, or anyone who has been tempted to buy Meiomi wines or who often buys Meiomi wines because they may need this intervention. So on that note, Carmela, I think it's time to find out just what the Meiomi wines are all about.
Okay.
Like, what's the big deal?
I'm ready.
We're going to find. Okay. So for a little bit of history, we need to go back into the sort of way back machine because the Meiomi wine of today is not the Meiomi wine that we started with.
Okay.
Just so you know that.
So it's improved. Like, what makes it so different? Is that what you're going to tell me?
I am so glad you asked because we're going to walk through that.
Okay.
In painstaking detail.
I'm not going anywhere.
Okay, good.
But you can
you're
walk-
trapped behind the folding table.
True.
Everybody knows that
Right.
we have
He traps me, and then I'm stuck here.
for the whole time. Okay. Meiomi was founded in 2006 by Joseph Wagner. I think it's Wagner. Could be Wagner. He's a fifth-generation winemaker and son of Camus Vineyard co-founder Chuck Wagner. Camus is no joke, right? And so this kid was no slouch. The Meiomi label was originally developed as a sub-brand of another wine you may know called Belle Glace Wines, which is a single vineyard Pinot Noir named after Joe's grandmother, Lorna Belle Glace Wagner, and one that has, depending on the circle, that Belle Glace has a decent reputation or a not so great reputation, which is something we'll continue to hear more and more about Meiomi wines as well. It depends on who you talk to, but this has something to do with the wines that they create. Now, back to Joe. Not me, Joe, this Joe. Joe Wagner, while he was still a winemaker at Camus, he released the first Meiomi Pinot Noir in 2009, and the brand utilized an innovative copper cane harvesting philosophy where the grapes are picked only when the shoots turn a copper color, which they believe ensures that the fruit is ripe enough to create a full-bodied and lush wine.
Interesting. Never heard that before.
Exactly. Not just the copper, that copper caning, but that's kind of not what you typically think of with a Pinot Noir. Like you don't think about full-bodied and lush.
True.
That is not usually the definition.
Does this guy know what he's talking about?
Well, good question, because the wine was an immediate hit. And it grew from 90,000 cases in 2010 to 550,000 cases by 2014, the same year it was named Wine Brand of the Year by MarketWatch.
Whoa.
So whatever they did it right. And for a bit of an editorial before we talk about the years between 2015 and 2024 about Meiomi, and a bit more on my previous comment about style, it should be noted that Joe Wagner and Belle Glace and Meiomi wines are really Pinot Noirs that are meant for the Cabernet Sauvignon fan. That's really who they're made for. They tend to be bold, they tend to be sweet, they tend to be round. And that's kind of what I call, this is an editorial comment, it tends to be what I call the California-ization of wines, where everything is meant to be big and bold and fruity and extractive.
Even a Pinot, even when it's not really what it's known for.
Yeah. So when we talk about punch you in the face wines, that's what we're talking about.
We never had a Pinot. We've never found a Pinot Noir that we've liked that's been a punch you in the face.
No, we often don't like to get punched in the face. When we talk about punch you in the face wines, it's these big, bold, lush, fruity wines. They're not subtle. They may or may not be complex, but they're going to fill your mouth up with flavor.
Right.
Okay. And that's why some people love them and some people don't love them. And so this is part of the controversy. And by the way, we had a great conversation with one of our listeners, and we talked about the fact that the style of wine that we tend to like is different than what they tend to like. And I loved that. And that's actually helpful because they know that if we don't like wine, they may like it. And that's exactly what we love. It's like, we don't care if you agree with us or disagree with us. What we like is that maybe you use us as a reference point for wines you might or might not like.
Perfect.
Okay.
However it works for you, right?
Exactly. Okay, back to the main story, Carmela, to Joe. The other Joe, not me, Joe.
I got it.
In 2015...
We don't want to get confused.
No, I'm not confused. I am confused. In 2015, little Joe sold Meiomi to Constellation Brands for $315 million.
Whoa, what the heck?
Little Joe did okay.
We are in the wrong business.
I am telling you. And the deal was interesting, not just because of the high price, but because they bought it just for the brand. They didn't include any vineyards in that. They didn't include any winery buildings. it was just for the brand rights and the existing wine stocks, and then they kept little Joe Wagner on as a consulting winemaker for the next 2 vintages.
Wow.
So they just bought the brand for $315 million.
Insane.
Now, Constellation Brands is no joke. They're big. So they didn't really care about anything other than the name on the label. And in case you're wondering, Constellation Brands, I've never heard. You've probably never heard of Constellation, but you've probably heard of things like Kim Crawford, Ruffino, Robert Mondavi, Black Box Wines, Clos de Bois, Estancia, Mark West. These are all Constellation brands. And under Constellation, Meiomi's growth exploded. By 2017, they surpassed 1 million cases in annual production. And then they expanded their offerings. They added a Chardonnay, they added a Cabernet Sauvignon, they added Rosé, they added Sparkling. And in 2019, they became the official wine of the PGA Tour. This was also the period, though, under Constellation. Not only did they become huge, but they started to get some criticism from wine professionals who viewed it as a mass-produced industrial product that relied on heavy intervention and additives like Mega Purple to maintain a consistent sweet flavor profile.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, we're not going to go into it now, but just Google machine Mega Purple and you'll get tons of interesting articles about it. By late 2024, things were getting a little worse, and the Meiomi faced a high-profile sugar scandal when Sonoma winemaker Adam Lee ran advertisements claiming that one bottle of Meiomi wine contained as much residual sugar as 32 bottles of his dial-tone Pinot Noir.
Oh, boy.
And laboratory tests confirmed that Meiomi contained roughly 19 to 21 grams of sugar per liter.
Oof.
So for reference, a good quality Pinot Noir will have 2 grams of sugar per liter or less, usually less.
That's terrible.
So these were 10 times the sugar amount.
Why were they doing this?
Well, that's part of their flavor profiles. They want this big, sugary, sweet wine.
And slapping a Pinot Noir label on it, though?
Exactly. Well, that's what some people like. Now, in 2025, just this last year in April, Constellation Brands announced an agreement to sell Meiomi along with several other labels to a group called the Wine Group, which is the second largest wine supplier in America. And so now Constellation is focusing more on what they say are high-end artisanal brands, while the Wine Group focuses more on entry-level and mainstream brands and markets. So Constellation sold things like Cook's and Woodbridge and Robert Mondavi Private Selection to the Wine Group along with Meiomi, and they kept things like the Prisoner Wine Group, Mount Veeder, and Kim Crawford. And so other wines in the Wine Group include bangers like Franzia, Cupcake, and Benzinger.
Oh, dear.
So that should give you some clue as to what both brands, Constellation and the Wine Group, thought of Meiomi. So that's why I said at the very beginning, the Meiomi that we have today is not the Meiomi that we started out with. Now, I know I'm prejudicing the jury a little bit before we've had the chance to taste and review the wine, but here are some other notes about the wine brand. It is very popular. In addition to the sales numbers I talked about, it is also the most searched for Pinot Noir brand in the United States.
Amazing.
It has over 168,000 reviews on Vivino and an average rating of 4.1, which is actually pretty high for Vivino. Separately, in a blind tasting called The Judgment of BC, British Columbia, it rated last among 30 wines by wine professionals. And in professional circles, they call the wine words like diabolical and abomination, and the brand has kind of become a shorthand for low quality, over manipulated, and inauthentic wine. So maybe we'll start using that as a term. They Meiomi'd it. They Meiomi'd that wine.
My goodness. I mean, they don't even have to produce wine anymore. They've done so well. Just turn it in, people.
Turn it in. You know what? They're doing fine.
Right.
They sell almost 2 million cases of wine a year. They're doing just fine. Enough people are drinking it. So you know what? I think we need to start getting into the drinking. But before we do that, we do have to talk a little bit about the wines that we selected today. What do you say, Carmela?
I'm ready.
Okay, as usual, the wines we have chosen for this episode are under $25 each. And these wines will be really easy to find because you can basically buy Meiomi wines at the gas station.
Convenience.
I mean, let's just be, you'll find it at 7-Eleven.
You know what?
Yeah.
That's already like like a perk for somebody who just wants a bottle of wine.
Absolutely.
Gas and wine, same stop.
Yep. Any grocery store, any mass market wine shop like Total Wine or Bevmo will carry Meiomi, and wine.com has it too. Now, in some of your finer wine shops, you will not find Meiomi wines, but a lot of wine shops will carry it.
But would they get it for you?
I don't know.
Or they just say, go down the street.
Yeah. In fact, if you go into your local wine merchant and you ask for Meiomi, they may kick you out of the store.
Right. I say they might laugh right in your face.
Especially if you go to a natural wine store or something, they're going to be like, bro,
right.
There's the exit.
Buddy. Well, and the other thing is,
if they call you buddy, you know
just
you're
might
in
as
trouble.
well turn around and walk out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I also want to warn you ahead of time that there is not a ton of information about these wines in terms of things like winemaking practices. I couldn't find tech sheets. I wasn't surprised by that, but that's generally not a super awesome sign. I'll just say that. Okay, the first wine we're going to drink is the 2022 Meiomi Cabernet Sauvignon, and it's from California. According to the winemakers, the wine is made with traditional Bordeaux winemaking practices with a little bit of New World ingenuity. Now, I don't know what that means, but that's what they say. They do say they age the wine with both French and American oak to bring out the ripeness of the fruit and to deliver a great baking spice nose. So we'll see if we get a baking spice on the nose. Now, the wine is only 13.5% alcohol, which is a bit on the low end for a California Cab Sauv. And the wine is from California. They don't say where in California, they just say California.
It's a big state, people.
It is a big state. And it makes me worry. A lower alcohol Cabernet Sauvignon actually makes me nervous.
Why?
Because you need alcohol to balance a big, fruity, juicy wine. And when it's low, it makes me feel a little bit like maybe they didn't do it. Maybe they didn't balance it enough. They also don't list any other grapes the wine is made with, which is neither here nor there. But I'll just say this as another editorial comment. I'm not saying this is what they're doing, but I think everybody should know in the United States, you're only required to be 75% of a varietal to be called that varietal. So if you get a Cabernet Sauvignon or a Pinot Noir or a Chardonnay, it only has to be 75% of that wine in the United States to be called that. And that actually leaves quite a bit of room for other grapes. You would think in most circles, you just call that a blend. But you don't have to in the United States. I'm not saying they're doing that, but I am suspicious.
Right. I don't know.
I
can understand your suspicion.
And they don't have to disclose it. It's not like they have to say it. So now the next wine we're going to drink is the 2023 Meiomi Pinot Noir. And believe it or not, wine enthusiasts gave this wine an 88.
I just wonder how much they're going to taste like each other.
I am curious about that too.
I think it's going to could be interesting.
Because especially since this is the Pinot Noir made for Cabernet Sauvignon drinkers, so will it taste similar? I think it's a great question.
And why do you need a Pinot Noir that people who like Cab Sauvs will like? Why do you need that?
I just think for a lot of people, the Cabernet Sauvignon is sort of that's their wine. That's the wine that they understand.
Why don't they just buy that?
I don't. You know what, Carmela? These are existential questions that I am not equipped to answer.
Why is something trying to be something
podcast.
it's not?
I can't answer this.
I'm just like, Pinot Noir. Don't be something you aren't.
Gosh, it's such good. It's like
be yourself.
It's like the tuk-tuk driver. Just be a tuk-tuk driver. You
No,
don't have to
I'm
be a
not
thief.
talking about the tuk-tuk driver.
Oh.
I'm just talking about embrace who you are.
You're right.
Don't feel like you need
Embrace.
to be anybody else. You are enough.
You
Pinot
are enough,
Noir.
people.
You are enough.
You know what? Friends out there in listening land, you're enough.
You are enough.
If you're having a bad day and you need a pick-me-up, just send me and Carmela a note and just say, am I enough? And we will tell you.
You are enough.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Enough of you. No.
No, all right. One thing I will say about both of these wines, though, Carmela, in the positive end, screw caps.
Perfect.
So
Less
that's one
work
good thing.
to do.
Okay. This wine is also, this Pinot Noir is also interesting in its sugar and alcohol content. It's 14.5% alcohol.
Wow, that's
high.
a lot.
I know, it's high for a Pinot Noir. It's almost like they should have flipped them around.
I just want to know if they just slap labels on these.
just whatever.
Shoot, whoops, we put it on the wrong one. And then it's like, oh, well.
What's in that barrel? I don't know. Just put it in this bottle. And then its residual sugar is, they say on this one, is 15 grams per liter, which actually technically puts it in the off-dry category. It is not a dry wine. It's an off-dry wine because the residual sugar is so high.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah.
If you're trying to cut out sugar,
I know.
this might not be the wine for you.
Nope. And it's high alcohol and high sugar. So to me, it's a cocktail. It's not wine. It's a cocktail. There's no tech sheet for the wine, but the information online says that they age the wine for 6 months in French oak barrels. But that's about it. That's about all I could find. So I think we're going to start drinking. If you have a Meiomi Pinot Noir or Cab Sauv or anything even similar, just drink along with us and we'll be right back.
All right.
Okay, we're back and we're ready to try our first wine. This is the Meiomi Cabernet Sauvignon. It's from California. It is the 2022 vintage. It was $20.99 at Fred Meyer, which is a Kroger store. 13.5% alcohol. The grapes were Cabernet Sauvignon, as far as we know. I couldn't find a professional rating. Vivino gave it a 3.6. But let's start with the color, Carmela.
It's pretty dark.
I don't know what Mega Purple looks like, but it's purple.
It is purple. It's pretty. It's dark.
It's dark.
Pretty inky. Like yours is pretty dark for sure.
I mean, it's like translucent at the top, but it's deep.
I say yours because you have more in your glass.
More in my glass.
Yeah.
To me, it is very grapey, purpley colored. It's got a little bit of bubblage on the rim.
But mine really doesn't.
Okay, well.
But you know what? I poured mine twice.
She poured hers into her spit cup.
Yeah, because I do some spitting when we are recording.
She's like a real wine taster.
I am, yes. And so that was weird. But anyway.
It was kind of funny. It's an inside joke. It's not funny to anybody else but us.
It's a you had to be there joke.
And even if you were there, you may go, what's so funny about that?
You might be like, are you something wrong today? Okay.
Okay, well, let's smell it and see what we think.
Ooh, I mean, it smells nice, but it's very sugary. Like I feel like candied cherries. Almost like syrup, or cherry syrup. Do you think?
Totally. I'm getting cherry syrup or like a plum jam or something,
Yeah. Something stewed.
Yes, stewed.
With extra sugar. Like you're trying to, it's almost like you macerate like strawberries when you are, trying to get the liquid out of it and you pour sugar on it to do that. So I kind of feel like that's the same idea, except you're...
Wait, how does that work exactly? So you put sugar in overheat or...
Well, not always. No, sometimes you just will let the sugar and the strawberries sit together and it will just... The strawberries will start to... their liquids will release.
Okay. And then it's getting...
But you can also stew that on... Same kind of thing on top of a stove.
And why do you do that?
Same kind of thing. You're just kind of getting those fruit to for their liquids to just kind of release.
Yeah, and you try to extract flavor, right?
Right. But that's kind of what I'm smelling. It's very sugary. Yeah, like a jam. If you are making a compote or.
It smells frightening to me. I don't know. I know I'm already being biased, but it's a lot. It smells like a lot. It smells very thick.
Yes, thick is. Totally right. That's why the syrup thing is... I feel like I could put this on my pancakes.
I agree. And it does have some wood or something on the back of it. I am getting the smell of like cedar or oak.
Yeah, or even like maybe matchstick.
Yeah.
Something like that.
And vanilla. I think I'm getting vanilla.
Okay.
Or there's something very sweet baking spice on it. Like cinnamon stick.
Yeah, I can see that for sure. Also, I almost feel like there's a little bit, maybe it's the vanilla that I'm smelling, or a little bit of, cocoa or caramel. It's almost like caramel.
Caramely.
I don't know why, but yeah, I'm kind of getting a bit of caramel on it. It's very sweet. It's just extra sweet.
Well, let's taste it before we come up with any other smells.
Wow. This is you wouldn't want your children to drink this.
Oh my
Not that you want children to drink wine, but it is so sugary.
It is so sweet. Does it say the residual sugar on there?
I don't know, but
it's incredible. Sweet.
I don't even taste any alcohol on it.
This is so sugary. I almost don't taste anything other. It's not even a sugar candy. It's not even a cherry
juice.
candy.
It's not even sugar. It's
so
not like
sugary.
Like having a Capri Sun or like a box juice or whatever. We call them box juice, bag juices.
Oh.
It is like syrup. It's like going to IHOP and they have all the different flavors of syrup to choose from. This could be one of them.
But it's bitter too.
Yeah.
There's something gross on the end of it.
I'm not seeing the residual sugar on it.
I'm trying to think what's on the back of this taste.
It's a little pruny too.
Pruny.
I don't know.
Raisiny.
Yeah. Something dried fruit. Yep.
Dried fruit, but also I feel. You know what I feel like? I feel like somebody left wine too long in a box, or they put it in a leather shoe. And it just is like they put fruit juice, like a super fruit juice, and they poured some sugar in it, and they put it in a leather shoe.
Remember, there's a song. Pour some sugar on me. Oh my goodness.
Def Leppard.
When you said that,
I'm going to try it one more time. It's so bad. I feel like I got to try it one more time.
Okay.
Oh, that's bad. That doesn't punch you in the face, but also like sock you in the...
Like, let's just say Jeez, that's weird. That's so weird.
I do feel like I got punched in the...
I'll say, Joe... Okay, excuse us here for a minute. Anyway, so no, I would think though, after like maybe 4 or 5 sips, you would have a raging stomach ache or a raging headache.
It's so sugary.
Yeah. You know, they would say with champagne, with like champagne when it wasn't champagne, but it would be like a sparkling, really like those toasties or tosties or whatever we talk about. They were so sugary you couldn't drink them, but everybody would go, oh, I get such a headache after those.
But this doesn't even taste good. Those, at least on the first taste, you're like, oh, this is good. This tastes like from the beginning.
Yeah, it's not good.
Would you pair any food with it? I don't know.
No, I don't even want any more of this.
This is a cocktail. It is not. It's like it's sweeter than a cocktail.
I think you could feel sick after having this for too long.
I don't know what food. Like, what food would you? I mean, a hot dog with like relish. Like, I don't know what you'd.
Yeah, I mean, or potato chips, fries. It's something to soak up all that. I feel like you need like focaccia.
Ooh,
really?
You'd ruin a focaccia.
Well, you might, but like you need something bready. Pancakes.
You know what? Ice cream. Maybe you have it with ice cream because it's so sweet.
Really, like a vanilla ice cream.
Oh, I don't even. This is okay. We're gonna rate this as a reminder.
How are you gonna even rate this?
Well, this may be our first one, but as a reminder on our rating scale, we rate on a scale of 1 to 10. We don't give half points. 7 and above means we'd buy it, and 4 or below means that we're likely to pour it down the sink, and a 5 or a 6 means we'll drink it, we'll finish it, thank you for serving it, but we're not going to buy it. So what rating are you going to give this wine?
Oh, man. I mean, okay. I'm going to give it, I don't even know what the difference is, but I'm going to give it a 2.
Okay. I'm giving it a 1. This may be the worst wine I've ever had in my life. I will not forgive you if you serve this to me. If somebody brought this out, I would immediately judge them. I would judge them. I'm sorry. I would judge you.
What did you say this bottle costs?
$20, $21.
Wow,
I don't know why I scream that.
There's way better out there.
No, there are so many better. There's wines that are half that price that are better than that.
Yeah.
I mean, this is
They really messed up. They need to just turn it in. They've got plenty of money. Yeah.
I'm kind of angry about it. It's really insulting.
You better move on, honey.
Okay. We're going to take a break and try our next wine.
Okay.
Okay, we're back and we're ready to try our next wine. The next wine is the Meiomi Pinot Noir from California. It is the 2023 vintage. It was $17.99. We also got it at Fred Meyer, which is a Kroger store. 14.5% alcohol. Pinot Noir is the grapes as far as we know. And again, Wine Enthusiast gave it an 88 and Vivino gave it a 4.1. But Carmela, on the color, here's the really interesting thing. It is deeper purple than the Cabernet Sauvignon, which is not a Pinot Noir color.
No,
this is
really
not,
dark.
This is not a Pinot Noir color. It is. It looks like grape juice to me.
It does. It does. It's very sweet smelling. Again, I know we're not quite there, but definitely very sweet. I still feel like it's a little IHOppy, like syrup. Like
Smell? Are you smelling it?
No, I'm thinking too the look.
Yeah.
Like you could, if you didn't know. I mean, it's not as
looks like
thick.
a blueberry syrup. Yeah.
But it would. You could think, oh, like my mom used to make her syrup, and she wouldn't put any thickening agent in it.
No.
This could be syrup.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's smell it and see what we think. It does not smell like a Pinot Noir.
Doesn't smell like a Pinot. Still has that sugar. I want to say it's a little smokier though.
Smokier. It's woodier. There's a little bit of like clay or earth to it, maybe a little bit, but I'm not getting a lot of fruit. Maybe a little bit of rose and maybe a little bit of cherry or strawberry.
Yeah, I think a little bit. Not as pronounced as the other one, but it still smells very sugary.
It doesn't smell grapey to me, which is interesting. But it does smell a little, there's a little bit of artificial smell in it.
A little chemically?
Yeah.
Yeah. It is like a little rubbery.
Yeah, it's like a rubber. It's like an artificial cherry flavor or something, or an artificial plum smell. You
know what it's kind of remind me of? Is those markers that used to have the smell on them.
Fantastic. That is perfect. The grape smelly marker. That's what it smells like.
Really, the purple one.
Carmela, that is perfect.
I don't know, but I doubt it's going to be in the notes.
My God, what were those things called?
They were scented markers. I don't know.
Mr. Sketch.
Oh my goodness, the Mr. Sketch.
Remember the Mr. Sketch?
And I loved it when the kids would do it, and then all of a sudden their nose was like
would be purple.
5,000 different colors. Yeah. And it was like, no, you're not actually supposed to touch your nose.
I do have to say, I loved those, man. They smelled, they weren't good markers,
so
but they
cool.
smelled
Yeah, they
so
kind of
good.
ran out. Maybe because people just didn't put the tops back on.
Or they weren't buying them for the colors. They were buying them for the smells.
Right. Probably wasn't good for you. But
that is perfect.
Well, because it does have that. You can tell what flavor the pen is supposed to be, but it has that chemically artificial smell to it. That's kind of what we're getting here.
I'm going to give you one more smell just before we go. It does have a little bit of that pixie stick. Like that pixie stick
little
smell.
powder.
But the one that I'm really smelling is, smell this, see if you smell this, rubber eraser.
Oh my gosh, a little bit.
A little bit.
Weird.
Okay, we're going to...
Or rubber cement.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's taste it.
This is not good.
It's not good. We shouldn't be drinking this.
Right.
All right, 15 grams of sugar. Here we go.
Oof.
Oh, my...
It's the same.
It does taste like the same wine.
I think they're just slapping labels on these.
It tastes like one of those pens.
It's not good.
I said this when in our break. We take little breaks, but I was like, "This is worse than church wine. This is worse than church wine."
Oh my God, for sure. No, this to me actually tastes almost like exactly like the other one. I don't think it's very different.
I agree, and it tastes like. It tastes horrible.
Are you with me on that though? I feel like it's the same exact labels. I mean, it does have different names on them.
All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna taste them both because I still got mine over here.
Okay. I just think that they're just slapping labels on these different bottles. Okay, Joe's trying. He just tried the cap's off. Now what?
You're trying to kill me.
What do you mean?
You're actually trying to kill me.
Me?
You know what? Yeah, because you're making me drink these.
No.
This is what I'd say.
Can you try it again?
Oh God. The Pinot is sweeter.
Weird.
And sharper than the Cabernet Sauvignon.
Okay.
But neither of them taste like wine.
Oh.
Neither of them taste like Cabernet or Pinot Noir. I don't know what they taste like.
I don't even know.
This one tastes very chemically to me.
Yeah. No, they're both terrible, but it's funny that we would go for the caps off before this, perhaps.
I mean...
Maybe.
No, I would not. I wouldn't drink either of these except on a dare.
Oh,
they're so bad.
They're really bad. I'm just kind of shocked.
I mean, what flavors are you getting?
The same kind of things.
It tastes like
it's artificial.
My mouth tastes bad.
Yeah. No. And again, it's very artificial. It just tastes like sugar, like a sugar drink, almost like if you took a pixie stick and poured that powder.
But it's also got this weird rubber, metal, weird taste to it. It does not taste like a beverage you should drink.
It's not worth your time.
No, I mean, I wouldn't even...
money, nothing.
Here's the thing. I wouldn't even add this as a coloring agent into something.
No.
I wouldn't cook with this. I wouldn't even...
Oh, if you cooked with this, it would overpower whatever dish. It would not add to your dish. Do not cook with these.
It's so... I can't get over the aftertaste.
Yeah.
It's so...
There's never been really a wine that we've just been like, God, I don't even know what to eat with it or...
Like, what would you eat with this? Again? I don't know.
Yeah.
A rubber shoe?
Ooh, I don't know.
They taste to me like, speaking of rubber shoe, they taste to me like they've been fed through rubber hoses that have been outside. You know, that kind of weird metallic-y, plasticky taste?
When you were a kid and you drink water from the hose.
That's
when
what
it
tastes like. They just like use whatever hose we got, like get the hoses from outside and put it in there and just put it in the bottle. They got some guy out there like just pour it in.
Right. And I know, are these the same year? No, they're different. I'm serious. I'm just curious. I would not be shocked if these guys were wine in the news one day and it was that they were just slapping labels
They're like Milli Vanilli.
Yeah. And they're just slapping labels on anything.
Oof.
Because they don't, I know you said there is some difference in taste, but not a lot. If it's a different year, I don't know what to make of this.
All right, let's rate these wines. What are you going to rate this
I'm just giving it a 2 again.
You're so generous. I'm giving this a 1. And I wish I could give it a 0, but we have said that our rating scale is a 1 to 10.
Right.
This is the worst wine I've ever had in my life. These are going right down the sink.
Yeah.
There's no finishing tonight.
Nope.
Like, we just wasted $35 or whatever dollars on wine. Like, this is shit. Like, this is bad. Please, ladies and gentlemen, if you learn one thing from our podcast, don't buy this. There's so many better wines
I mean,
out
if you
there.
are a Cab Sauv lover, I don't think you'd even enjoy this at all.
Or Pinot Noir.
Or Pinot Noir for sure. But like, if you don't like our taste and you're like, I'm going to run out and buy this, fine.
No.
You can try it. I don't think that you should even do that.
No.
There's not very many wines we say that about either.
No. This is the worst wine we've ever had on the podcast.
think so.
In 4 years, this is the worst. In 200 episodes, this is the absolute worst wine.
It's too
I
bad.
don't know that I've ever given 2 1s. Ever.
Mm-mm.
Okay, let's talk about the taste profiles that we should expect from Cabernet Sauvignon and Pinot Noir. A California Cab should have blackberry, cherry, blackcurrant, and plum, vanilla, cedar, and baking spices, mint, tobacco, eucalyptus, green pepper, jammy, blah, blah, blah. Okay, Pinot Noir should have aromas of bright cherry, raspberry, strawberry, and cranberry. My stomach's starting to hurt.
Ooh.
Forest floor, mushrooms, and roses, sometimes clove, allspice, vanilla, cola, and tea. Ugh. Okay, the Meiomi Cabernet Sauvignon, the winery says deep ruby color. The wine opens to reveal expressive aromas of juicy blackberry, boysenberry, and bramble. I'm getting a headache, along with notes of toasty vanilla and graham cracker. I'm starting to sweat. Did we say vanilla at least?
Yeah, you do have that.
The flavors are highlighted by a plush, velvety mouthfeel with a long finish. It is
Ooh, it's very long.
horrible. And it's,
Horribly long.
Unfortunately, it's long. The Meiomi Pinot Noir, the winery says a rich garnet color. It's purple with a ruby edge. No, it's purple.
It's so dark.
The wine opens to reveal lifted fruit aromas of bright strawberry and jammy fruit, mocha and vanilla, along with toasty oak notes. Expressive boysenberry, blackberry, dark cherry, and juicy strawberry and toasty mocha flavors.
Too much going on anyway in
Yeah.
that description.
Which half of which are not even things you'd say about a Pinot Noir. The best thing I can say about it is it tastes like old coffee. That's what it tastes like to me, old coffee. Wine enthusiasts, get this. This is what they said. The wine's aromas are youthful raspberry, red plum, coriander, and notes of mushroom on the nose. The palate is deep with dark cherry, loganberry, vanilla bean, mocha, and dry juicy tannins. Dry juicy tannins?
No.
What are they? They got paid. They got paid. Wine enthusiasts got paid. How did they give that an 88? Like, they got paid.
I don't know. Yeah, they
got
must
paid.
have. That seems really strange.
It's not even close.
Would you ever inquire?
This is why I don't trust their ratings. I think that they're paid half the time. What's your verdict on Meiomi wines?
Womp womp. Not into him.
No, they're the worst wines I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, not going back. Not buying again.
I'm angry about it. I don't like to be angry on the podcast.
Oh my God, he's so mad. I know. We need to turn that frown upside down.
Will you talk about maceration again?
No.
Okay, anyway, let's talk about wines. That would make me happier. Wines
What
coming
are
up
you
in...
talking
I don't
about?
know. I need something to cheer me. Remember, you know what I need? I need the same intervention we were offering our listeners. Am I enough?
You are enough.
Okay, thank
These
you.
wines are not enough.
They're too much.
I don't feel like I'm that kind of person. I'm not that,
No,
that
you're
guy.
not.
Like usually but these wines are not cutting it.
The fact that Carmela gave it a 2 means that it actually, in real people terms, it's like a negative 73.
Ooh.
Yeah. Anyway, here's wines coming up in future episodes in case you want to drink along with us. We're going to do... next week, we're going to have an interview, but in time for Valentine's Day, we're doing a sherry, and then we're going to do a rosé d'Anjou,
Nice.
which will be really fun. And I think these wines are sweeter than the sherries, to be frank with you.
Oh my gosh. For sure.
And go to our website if you want to see in our show notes to see the exact wines we're drinking. We're also going to do in future episodes white Bordeaux, sparkling Riesling, Valpolicella Ripasso, Lebanese wines, and German Riesling, and a bunch of other fun stuff. But Carmela, with that, it's time for us to go. And like, we are going to go. The first thing I'm doing is pouring the sink down the drain. That's what? The first thing I'm doing is pouring this wine down the drain.
What is this wine doing to you?
I might be dying.
Losing your mind.
I might be dying. Am I dying?
No.
Do I look like I'm dying?
No,
I'm
you're
sweating.
good. You're good. Are you sweating? Okay, don't buy this wine, people.
God. All
Unless
right.
you want to like do away with
I think she was trying to kill me. I do. It's like,
I didn't buy these.
I know,
Maybe
but
you were
your
trying to
eyes
buy-
kind of lit up. Like
You were
when
trying to-
when I said I would try them both, your eyes kind of lit up.
I was like, do you want to do that again? Should we try that again?
No, what were you
One
going to
more
say?
time.
What were you going to say?
I don't even remember.
It was something really good.
I'm sure
you
it
were trying to
was.
kill me.
No, You were trying to kill me.
Why?
I think. Because why would you have me taste these?
Honey,
You bought them.
I did it too. It's not like you know what?
You bought them.
I just rewatched Rob Reiner's The Princess Bride, and it's just like the wine test with the Sicilian. Never get into a match with a Sicilian when death is on the line. But anyway, remember he puts poison in both the glasses.
Yes,
that's what happened here. You poisoned me.
Oh my God.
All right. Anyway, it is time for us to go. Before we do, we want to thank you very much for listening to us. And if you haven't done so yet, I can't talk anymore. Now would be the perfect time to follow or subscribe to our podcast. I promise we won't do wines like this very often. And also, but it's a public service announcement. And also a fantastic time to leave us a nice rating and review on our website or Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. And it's an awesome and free way to support us and help us grow listeners. And thank you to everybody who's done that. We love to hear from you. We always respond. Tell us about wines you want us to taste and review. Tell us if we should ever do an episode like this again. You can leave a message for us on our website, thewinepairpodcast.com. You can join our email newsletter there, and you can always reach out to us via Instagram, slip into our DMs, or reach out to us at joe@thewinepairpodcast.com, and we will do whatever you want us to at this point, because I'm so poisoned.
We trust you guys.
God.
Did somebody ask us to do this?
No, okay. I decided maybe we should just do it. A mistake. It was a mistake.
Everybody all the people are like, no.
Or maybe they're like, victory, we finally killed him. We just want Carmela.
No, people you do not want. You know what we'd be doing? You'd be like, hey.
What do you want?
Hi, what do you want to talk about? It's just me tonight.
Okay, with that, we're going to sign off. So thank you once again. We'll see you next time. And as we like to say, life is short, so stop drinking Meiomi shitty wine.
I think if I just had my own podcast, I'd have to have people call in.
You would.
So we need Joe.
Okay.
Well,
maybe people want to call in.
No.
All right. Anyway, thank you very much. We'll talk soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And the happy ending at the end of our story. Always think too much, always drink too much, always pray too much, always think too much. And when I'm with you too much, I fall in love too much. And when I'm away too much,